Hello everybody, and thanks for stopping back by Wild Bird Creative. This I'm going to call the bar edition. I went in and got all my cooking wines and all the cool bottles I could find. Square, rectangle, triangle, and just your regular round, just to see what we can do using the jelly plate. And I'm going to stamp right on this big piece of paper that I have down, because then I will add stamps and I will have a great background to start with. And I've got my jelly plate here, and I'm just going to make a real thin layer. I don't want it to be too heavy because I don't want the paint to really get caught in the details on the bottoms of the bottles. And each one will be a little bit different. This one has a nice kind of a crosshair pattern that I really like. Let's move on to this little one, which has the more traditional dotted bottom. But I think they're so much fun. Now, if you don't have a jelly plate, you can always use a stamp pad. That works equally as well. And I will demonstrate that also. Let's try the triangle. Oh, loving these. Now what's nice is this one also has a little flower top, and I want to see how that works. I'm not sure I'll get anything, but I'm willing to give it a go. Oh, it does. Works beautifully. Let's put it right in the middle of that. Oh, that works out perfect. Okay, on to another round one. Some of the round ones have double rings, some have little cross hatches, some have dots, some are smooth. So really, check the bottoms of your bottles and see what you have. Here's the square one. This happens to be tequila. So there we go. So there is just a basic bunch of shapes. Let me wipe these off because I'm also going to try them with the stamp pad. Plus, when I put them back in the bar, I'm not sure that I want them to be covered in paint. Once they're empty, I'll just keep them down here in the studio and it won't matter. But okay, so here we go. Let's just do black, because that will be easy. And I'll just make sure to cover this. Now, the fresher your stamp pad, the better your image is going to be. That is for sure. But it makes a nice little pattern that you can incorporate into your mixed media pieces. I don't know how the flower is going to come out. Let's give that one a try. Let's put it right here. This has a nice cork in the bottom so you can press really hard. Another nice thing about this one is you also have this triangle side, which I didn't try. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, let me just set him to the side. Actually, let me put him right back where he belongs. And let's do the bottom. you just press down firmly. If you happen to have a foam pad underneath, it works even better. Let's see, let's put one up there. That makes a nice shape. That little X pattern that they have, I really, really like. Do the rectangle. This is from a local distillery. And I love their bottles. Their liquor is good too, but their bottles are just, they're almost sculptural. Okay, so here we go. We've got a lot here. Let's put another one here. Now don't forget, you can also use the tops as well as the bottoms. Let me get this out of the way because there's one other thing that we're going to try. I have this that has had everything stamped on it, and it's got a lot of cool shapes. So I'm just going to grab a piece of sheet music, and I'm going to lay it right over this. And there is the print from that. I can use that in a piece. I might even be able to get a second one off here. Just use this one. Actually, I'll use this side. Why not? It's already got some paint on it from cleaning my plate off before. Now, if I'd wanted, I could have put another layer of paint on this and pulled the print that way. But this gives you a very nice modern print on top of colors, on top of music that you can use. You can also just flip it over and put it right on your paper. You can take your brayer and clean your brayer off. It all can get used in future projects. Let's see, did anything come off on this? Nope, it's too dry now, but that's okay. So here I've got this nice area. I want to add a little bit more. So I have my Distress inks, and I'm just going to spritz a little bit of color here and there. You can do it by spattering, you can do it by spraying. It doesn't really matter. I've got my stamps here. Let's add, because these are very distinct geometric shapes, let's add some fun shapes to this. Again, nothing fancy, nothing here is that difficult to do. I'm going to use my same stamp pad and just work in some of these swirls. They're just giving it a little more softness. And when I tear this up and use it in a journal page, it's not really going to matter because it's all going to be in different spots. Let's see, let's put one right in the middle of that circle. I've got a little tiny one here that I'll use. He's small enough that I can just pop him in anywhere. I have some big ones. I use a couple of those in some of the larger spots where I think we still need something. You can see I'm just making my own interesting background. There's no right nor wrong way to do this. You could use whatever color you wanted. That's the beauty of mixed media. You make it your own way. Let's see, let's put one right over that. And let's get this guy. He's kind of a nice long one. I can put him right there. One right there. It's just making a nice organic pattern with those bold geometrics in the background. Kind of love it. Okay, there we are. That is this quick tutorial, the bar edition. Find some interesting bottles. They don't have to be liquor. Soda bottles are cool. Honey jars. There's so many things out there that you can use if you don't have liquor bottles. But give it a try. And thanks for stopping by, Wild Bird Creative.